Hello student, here we are going to see the daily current affair of 12th of 12th current affair of June 2025. We are telling that India reduced the first topic is India reduced basic custom duty on major imported crude oil edible oils from 20% to 10%. This adjustment aims to address the escalating edible oil price, thereby strengthening, revitalizing the domestic refining sector. Next, telling that edible oil scenario in India. About the edible oil are primary vegetable oil that are subjected to several processes to remove undesirable constituents. About the edible oils are mainly vegetable oil that are subjected to several processes to remove undesirable constituents. To make them suitable for human consumption, most edible oils are subjected to refining process such as neutralization, bleaching, deodorization. Here, what make about edible oil are mainly vegetable oils that are subjected to several processes to remove undesirable constituents. To make them suitable for human consumption, most edible oils are subjected to refining process such as neutralization, bleaching, deodorization. Major nine major nine edible oil crops in India: groundnut, rapeseed, mustard, soybean, sunflower, sesame, and safflower, nigger seed, castor, and linseed. Other initiatives taken to increase domestic edible oils production: National Mission on Edible Oils, Oil Palms, NMEOOP, launched in 2021, aimed to boosting domestic oilseed production, achieving self-reliance in edible oils. National Food Security Mission, Oilseed, Oil Palm, launched in 2018 and 19 for increasing the production productivity for nine oilseed crops. An area expanded under oil and palms, tree-borne oilseed. Edible oil scenario in India. About edible oils are mainly vegetable oils that are subjected to several processes to remove undesirable constituents to make them suitable for human consumption. Most edible oils are subjected to refining process such as neutralization, bleaching, and deodorization. Major nine edible oil crops in India: groundnuts, rapeseed, mustard, सोयाबीन, सनफ्लावर। नाइन एडिबल ऑयल्स क्रॉप्स इन इंडिया बहुत फेमस है, जैसे क्रोनट है, रेपसीड है, मस्टर्ड है, सोयाबीन है, सनफ्लावर है, सीसेम है, सैफ फ्लोवर है, निग्रेस है, कास्टर है, लिंसीड है, एक्सेट्रा। आगे यहाँ पर पढ़ रहे हैं, यहाँ पर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है other initiative taken to increase domestic edible oils production. National Mission on Edible Oils, Oil Palms, launched in 2021, aimed at boosting domestic oilseed production and achieving self-reliance in edible oils. National Food Security Mission, oilseed and oil palms, launched in 2018 and 19 for increasing the production and productivity of nine oilseed crops. Area expansion under the oil palms, tree bombs, oilseed, etc. Next is a status. India accounts for approximately 15 to 20% of the global oilseed area. India accounts for approximately 15 to 20% of global oilseed area, 6 to 7% of vegetable oil production, and 9 to 10% of the total consumption. India accounts for approximately 15 to 20% of the global oilseed area, 6 to 7% of the vegetable oil production, 6 to 7% of the vegetable oil production, and 9 to 10% of the total consumption. 9 to 8% of the total consumption. India is a highly dependent on import to meet its edible oil requirement and is the world's largest importer of the vegetable oil, followed by China and the USA. Of all the imported edible oils, share of the palm oil is about 57%, followed by soybean oil 29%, sunflower 50%. Among nine major oilseed, soybean constitutes 30%, rapeseed, mustard 31%, groundnuts 27% contribute to more than 92% of the total oilseed production in the country. प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला इट्स 9 शेयर प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना completes in 9 years. प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना completes 9 year. प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना is प्रधानमंत्री 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 उज्ज्वला योजना completes 9 year. Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana is a flagship welfare scheme that provides domestically liquefied petroleum gas to enhance access to clean energy for household. About the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, launch year 2016, Ministry Union Ministry of Petroleum Natural Gas objective to make clean cooking fuel such as LPG available to the rural deprived household which were otherwise using traditional cooking fuel such as firewood, coal, cow dung, cakes, etc. They are telling that about the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana launched in 2016 and Union Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. These are come under the Union Ministry of Petroleum Natural Gas objective to make clean cooking fuels such as LPG available to the rural and deprived household which were otherwise using traditional cooking fuels such as firewood, coal, cow dung, cakes, etc. Original target. The target under the scheme was to release 8 crore LPG connection to deprived household by 2020. Ujjwala 2.2.0 additional allocation of the 1.6 crore LPG connection by December 2022 under PMUY scheme with a special facility to migrate migrant household eligibility criteria. Applicants women only must have attained 18 years of age. Adult women belong to the Supreme Court, SC/ST, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, शेड्यूल कास्ट शेड्यूल ट्राइब प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना ग्रामीण मोस्ट बैकवर्ड क्लासेस एंड अंत्योदय अन्न योजना टी एंड एक्स टी गार्डन ट्राइब्स फॉरेस्ट डवेलपर्स पीपल residing in island and rivers island unlisted under the CS household etc. Achievement as of March 2025 they are 10.33 crore PMU connection across India. Total number of LPG distributor increased from 13 13,896 in 2014 to 25,881 in 2024, marking 83% growth. India's social security coverage jumped to jumped to 64.3%, ranked second globally. International Labour Organization. India's uh, India's social security coverage jumped to India's social security India's social India coverage jumped to 64.3%, ranked second globally. ILO. India's social security coverage has increased from 19% in 2015 to 64.3%, over 94 crore in 2025, as per the latest data from the International Labour Organization. ILO start with a 45% point surge over the past decade. What is social security protection? Definition: social security is the protection that a society provides to individual household to ensure access to health care, to guarantee income security, particularly in case of the old age, unemployment, sickness, invalidity, maternity, etc. The three pillars of the social protection are social assistance. The three pillars of the social protection are the social assistance, social insurance, labor market programs to help self-reliance, independence, initiative taken for social protection, Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana, old age protection, 18 to 14 years, 50% monthly contributed by the beneficiary and equal contribution by the central government. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, 18 to 15 year, rupee 2 lakh on death due to any cause. Atal Pension Yojana, 18 to 14 year, can attain a pension of 1,000 to 5,000 rupees. Other Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, 18 to 70 per year. Public distribution system, Ayushman Bharat, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Gramin, etc. ICG intensified ICG intensified operation to control burning cargo ship of Kerala coast. Indian Coast Guard is conducting rescues of crew members and facilitating probing operation of the vessel which caught fire of Kerala and drifted within India's exclusive economic zone. Previously, last month, a container ship sank off the coast of the Kerala with hazardous cargo was ashore, a rising concern about the maritime disaster and safety. Risk of disaster association with maritime shipping, sea and its hazardous risk may be predictable, a storm frost, an unpredictable tsunami, submarine, or piece of wreckage, contact with the mine, risk get bigger in state channels, Panama, Suez, and the sea highway due to numerous wrecks in the shallow water. A state of the ship, the growing density of the ferries with higher tonnage, old age technology of the ship new risk transport to hazardous chemical product, dangerous cargo, nuclear waste, submarine and weapons, other human errors, wars, maritime piracy, terrorism, etc. Consequence environmental marine pollution such as oil spills, loss of biodiversity, blast, water contamination, etc. health toxic exposure from the chemical oil can cause long-term health issue for cleaners, worker and local etc. Economic loss, safety, devaluation of the shore, beach, cleaner cooperation, loss of coastal livelihood, deteriorating tourism etc. Related international convention. Banker Convention 2001 hold ship owners liable for bunker oil pollution, ensure victim compensation and compulsory insurance coverage. REC Removal Convention 2007 legal basis for a state to remove shipwrecks that may affect the safety. NHS Convention 1996 to ensure compensation for damage costs of cleanup, reinstatement measure, MRPOL, International Convention preventing marine pollution for ships, thus specifically addressing oil pollution prevention and control. Note of the above convention, India is signatory only the MARPOL convention. India is only convention of the MARPOL. MARPOL is the international convention preventing marine pollution from ship, specifically addressing oil pollution prevention and control. UGC issues so cause notice for non-compliance with anti-ragging regulation. Recently, University Grants Commission has issued notice to multiple higher education institutions who failed to comply with UGC regulation on ragging 2009 and directed them to submit compliance within 30 days. Ragging is defined as an disorderly conduct. Ragging Ragging, ragging is defined as any disorderly conducted whether by the words spoken or written or by an actor that has the effect of teasing, treating, handling with rudeness, pressure or a junior student. Silent provision of the UGC anti-ragging regulation 2009 before admission institution must include anti-ragging warning in all admission material, collect sign, collect sign undertaking from students' parents on admission. Fresh students must receive comprehensive information leaflet about their rights and participation in joint sensitization program with senior. Setting up the committee and their function. Three key body must be established anti-ragging committee, anti-ragging squad, monitoring cell on ragging, punishment range from suspension, expulsion to fines. Other anti-ragging measure in India. Anti-ragging monitoring committee constituted in the Union Minister of Education to prevent ragging in higher education institutions. National anti-ragging helpline support is provided for query related to ragging, compliance registration among the other. Raghavan committee recommended making ragging a criminal offence, collective responsibility among the faculty staff, the anti-ragging body to address ragging cases. Supreme Court judgment setting of a toll-free anti-ragging helpline call center, engaging an independent non-government agency as a monitoring agency. Review of the state of the world marine fishery resource 2025 released by the FAO. Report highlighted the Union challenge deep sea species posed to subject sustainable exploitation, including late maturation. Slow growth, long life expectation, low naturally mortality rates, infraction, infrequently swing. It also highlighted the threat of overfishing as well as illegal or unregulated fishing as a major concern. Key finding: only 29% of deep sea fish stock are being sustainably making them highly vulnerable. Globally, 64.5% of all fishery stock are exploited within the sustainable level, while 35.5% are overfished. Over half of the highly migratory shark stock are considered unsustainable, with 43.5% of 23 assessed shark stock being overfished. The WTO agreement on fisheries subsidy created the three key prohibition. WTO agreement created three key prohibition: ban subsidy for IUU fishing, outside for fishing, overfish stock unless measures are in the place to rebuild them to sustainable level, forbids subsidy for fishing activity outside coastal state jurisdiction beyond regional fishery and management organizational oversight. About the IUUCC fishing, it is a broad term that captures a wide variety of fishing activity occurring both on the high sea and in the area within national jurisdiction. Illegal fishing conducted without permission in a state water or violating national law, unreported fishing not reported or misreported to national authority violating national regulation, unregulated fishing conducted by the stateless vessel or non-party state in regional organization area violating conservation measures. Also in news, Lokpal, very well known news. The full bench of Lokpal in India is adopted a new motto: empower citizen, expose corruption. Empower citizen, expose corruption is the motive of the about the legal provision. Lokpal and Loka Yukta Act 2023 investigated allegation of corruption against public functionaries. It shall apply to the public servant in and outside India and Prime Minister composition. Chairperson, 8 members. He should not member of parliament or state legislature convict of any offence less than 45 years of age. Chairperson, CJI or a Supreme Court judge, an eminent person, term 5 year or until they attain the age of 60 years. Searching area in area employee at the French embassy in New Delhi scam hundreds of people by promising them Sachin Vyas about the Sachin area. Sachin area is a composed of 29 countries, 25 EU member states, 4 non-EU country, Ireland, Norway, Switzerland, and Liechtenstein. These countries engage in closer cooperation, allowing them to achieve greater benefit that would be impossible to attain individually, contributing significantly to the single market. Exercise Exercise Conquest, India Army Contingent Research, Ulan Batar. Mongolia for the second 22nd multinational military exercise Conquest, which is scheduled to be conducted from 14 to 28 June 2025. About the exercise Conquest, guests Genesis bilateral initiative between the United States and the Mongolia in 2023. First multilateral exercise Khan Quest 2006. Objective to prepare a new armed force for peacekeeping mission under the chapter breach of the peace and action of the aggression. International Organization for Marine Aid to the Navigation. India is the vice president of IALA, actively participating in the second session of the IALA Council held in the Nice, France. About IALA, established in 1953-57 as International Association of Marine Aid to Navigation, Lighthouse Authority in 2024 officially changed its status from the non-governmental organization to an intergovernmental organization. Objective to navigate authority, manufacturing, consultation, and scientific and training institutions from all parts of the world and offer them the opportunity to exchange, compare their experience and achievement. Bhagirathi eco-sensitive zone, a solid base incinerator installed at the Gangotri inside Bhagirathi eco-sensitive zone has concerned social activity group. Eco-sensitive zone are ecologically fragile area around protected area wildlife corridor notified under the Environmental Protection Act 1968. Bhagirathi eco-sensitive zone it is created to protect the river Ganga most pristine stretch covering square kilometer between Gaumukh and Uttar Kasi towns. Notification notification issued in 2020 minded the state government of Uttarakhand to prepare the zonal master plan to be implemented under the supervision of the monitoring committee. Reasoning based in a language model, French. French AI startup minister language Europe's first reasoning based language model. Large language model are AI system capable of understanding and generating human language by processing vast amount of text data. About reasoning based language model, RLMS redefine AI's problem solving capability by extending LLMs with advanced reasoning mechanism. These these models imply change of thought and technique, breaking down problems step by step to reach more accurate and contextually aware solution. Unlike traditional large language model that rely heavily on the vast data set and computational power, concern high cost proprietary nature and complex architecture. Merchants discount rate. Ministry of Finance clarified that there is no plan to impose a MDR merchant discount rate on the UPI payment. About the the merchant discount rate is a fee that bank charge merchants for processing payment in real time. Earlier, merchants used to pay on the merchants discount rate fee accounting to 1% on the total transaction value on the card's payment. But in 2020, government waive off a merchant discount rate charge to promote digital payment in the country. Border carbon border adjustment mechanism. We are telling that carbon border adjustment mechanism. India has voiced deep reservation about the European Union's first carbon border adjustment mechanism. About the carbon border adjustment mechanism, it is the EU's tools to put a fair price on the carbon emitted during the production of the carbon intensive goods and steel, aluminum, cements that are entering the EU and to encourage cleaner industrial production is non UE country. It is a part of its Fit for the 55 strategy aiming at reducing EU greenhouse gas emission by at least 55% by 2030. Enforcement from the 2026 while the transitional phase lasts between the 2023 2025. Eurasian neuter. Recently, a rare sighting of Eurasian outer has now been reported in South Africa, Kashmir about the Eurasian otter. It is a semi-aquatic mammals native to Eurasia and the Maghreb, Africa distribution three continents, Europe, Asia, Africa, in India. It occurs in the north and northeast. South India characteristic, it has sleek brown fur and a long lineage body with a thick tail and short legs. Adaptation for an aquatic lifestyle include vivid feet, ability to close small ears and nose when rubbed underwater, very dense short pore that traps a layer of the air to insulate the animals. Conservation status, IUCN status, near threatened site appendix. Major lunar standstill. A rarer major lunar standstill phenomenon was seen recently with the radiant lunar spectacles at the Strawberry Moon, June's full moon, known as the Strawberry Moon, traditionally named after the strawberry harvest season in the North America. About the major lunar standstill occur when the moon's orbit reaches its maximum tilt relative to the Earth. This causes of the moon to rise and set at its most extreme point along the horizon. As a result, the moon appears lower in the sky than usual in the northeast hemisphere. Major lunar standstill, a rarer astronomical event that happens only once every 18.6 years. So, I would like to here stop to this program, and we will see you in the next video.